GameHole Con 8. Happily COVID-free here, and over here to my left is...
And I'm Larry with Guys, Games, and Beer, but we might be fighting syphilis.
Whoa. Vaccinated and COVID-free, though. So that's on the pro column, and we are absolutely super excited for our... It's hands down Guys, Games, and Beer's favorite guest, Seppy.
Don't say that after the syphilis comment. I don't know what to do with that.
There's a reason he's our favorite.
It's like, seriously. You tell people you're the favorite guest. Oh, my gosh.
Shocking.
Welcome back to the very familiar...
Whoa. Oh, my gosh. Like, I would like to say that's the first time that something like that said to me, but that's obviously not the case. Gosh.
Absolutely great to have you back, Seppy. He is from Fight in a Box Games. And he has been working on some great new projects. We had him on the show to play some more of his recent games, but he's here with us at GameHole Con demoing.
Yeah.
And what have you been doing this weekend here at GameHole Con?
I've been doing two things. I've been doing the retail release of Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber happened. And Guys, Games, and Beers, thank you so much for supporting it. I know a lot of you went all out and went all in for the game. I really super duper appreciate it. And I also know that the other thing I'm doing is you came and you played it on Sovereignty when the Kickstarter was happening.
Which is awesome.
You know, isn't it so weird though, Larry? That Kickstarter wasn't that long ago.
No.
Like not in COVID times.
No.
It was like in March, and guess what? I delivered on it already.
Nice.
Okay, there's something about Fight in a Box Games.
What?
Like, yeah, they get pledged, and like even with everything going
got
on,
over
like
the challenge of shipping concerns and supply chains.
All right, I'm not going to say this is my first time I awkwardly snuck something into a small place and snuck it across the border, but I'm not going to say that either. So, that being said, this is our fourth Kickstarter that is delivered early on its Kickstarter.
Wow.
Early.
That is majorly impressive. Seriously, there's.
You're the second guy ever to say that to me. Yay!
There have been games I've backed here at the show that I backed in 2017 and didn't show till 2020.
What?
So again, the fact that your fourth game,
yeah, fourth.
That's very impressive. So
end of the line, 3 months early.
Holy crap!
Processing.
So
2 months early.
We've had a lot of people who run Kickstarters who have, pitched their games, got them successfully funded. Is this your secret sauce, or is there any tips you want to throw out to other people?
I love that softball. Is this your secret sauce? Is a chapter in my autobiography.
And then he just wants to know just the tips.
Yeah,
just a hint. Is that a hint of Dijon?
No, it's pineapple. You always know. I just ate a lot of pineapple because I can't. Oh no, I'm getting so confused. Oh, the disembodied voice.
So the cheese mouse pickle game.
Yeah.
Is
it's so good, Larry. You're so close. Keep
so
on,
close.
Keep on
so
going,
close.
Larry.
Three out of the four, right?
Yeah, right.
In not the right
there's
order.
there's a mouse, there's a cat, there's some cheese and a pickle. And then some form
He's a cucumber.
Oh,
because
there's a cucumber.
you can't tell him how salty the brine of his life has been, Larry. He cucumber identifies. Give it to him, for God's sake.
So we've played this game on the show, but for people who are just tuning in to check out GameHole coverage or who haven't seen that episode, can you give us a quick rundown of the game?
Sure. Travis is such a good adult.
Somebody has to keep us in line.
Oh my God, Travis!
I'm good at derailing.
Yeah, and Tom knows. I will never talk about what I'm supposed to be talking about. I obviously make poor life choices and just set money on fire instead of making games.
It's working for you. You're making games. You're delivering them early, and they're fun to play. So.
Oh, Travis!
I
oh my God! Show me the mic thing again, and I'll be perfect. I'm almost there.
Okay, just down in this range, but not up here.
I'm getting
down this range,
it right, Travis?
but not yeah.
Oh yeah,
right,
show
right
it to
around
me
that
again. Oh my God, that is so excellent.
It's all about the pace and the area.
Yeah, the
pace
timing.
and the
Okay,
area.
so it's asymmetric, puzzler, brain-burning, melting experience. Okay, Larry, as you know, my games are like me. They're smarter than they look.
Right.
Yeah, the
Right.
themes are completely out of control,
Yeah.
but it does not change the fact that I will try to melt your brain. And Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber is a great melt your brain experience. So each of the characters wants different things. What does the mouse want to do, Larry?
I would assume eat the cheese.
Yes!
Ah!
What does the cat want to do?
Eat the mouse.
Correct. What does the cheese want to do?
It wants to stand alone.
Close. The cheese wants nobody to eat anybody because it is neutral. It is Swiss.
Cheese doesn't give a fuck.
It's Swiss cheese. And then what does the cucumber want to do?
Everybody
great habit.
have a horrible
Have you
day.
ever been-
Yes, everybody have a horrible day. Everybody get eaten. That is exactly what happens. So you're building a maze trying to set up the situation where the character gets to do its thing. Does that make sense, Tom? Did that make any sense?
It makes perfect sense to me.
All right. It made
I'm shockingly sober.
shockingly so,
So,
Tom.
and then
That is, but it's a quick play.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. So
Yeah.
you can
There's an
replay-
extra 2 or 3 minutes while you try to keep your cerebellum from gushing out of your sinuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
so
That's called the reset process.
Yeah, it's the
You
reset
gotta push it
process.
back in, then you can play again.
yeah, so
So that could
basically,
just be the advanced syphilis. Who really knows?
as it's set out, like so there's like tiles involved, right?
There are. It's a tile laying game. It's the third in our backpack series. Okay, so you have Squirrel or Die. You guys have
Yes.
Squirrel or Die. Hedgehog Cop, and it is Mouse Cheese. And so you lay down tiles, and they rotate other tiles. You're trying to connect the characters from via paths.
So, and one of the things really like watching this game kind of play out is very interesting because you almost kind of it's like a little machine parts and you got the little aisles and watching how everything kind of develops and then you're like, oh, you think you're gonna win and then a path happens the way you don't expect and then your game's totally fucked.
Travis.
So,
Travis.
So
Do you mean actually interesting or Minnesota interesting?
no, actually
interesting. Oh yeah. Oh, that's just super. I think I'm gonna play that
I'm not,
game. Maybe
I'm not
never.
far enough north.
For
That's
you,
so
Travis.
nice. That's so
that's
nice.
so nice. Yeah, that's so
That's
nice.
great.
Yeah,
That's-
that's great. That's an interesting thing you did with that interview.
My
Seppy.
mom said that was
made
interesting.
People want to buy that game. Oh yeah.
So are they all of the backpack ones now available to the public now that you've
Yes.
delivered early on your Kickstarter?
Yes, Larry. Yes, they are all like. And I don't
Everything.
exactly know, like, if I'm going to do a series 2 of the backpack games, but it's it's like my Holy Trinity, my Star Wars movies. These 3 movies.
I will say, like, it's nice. Like, you can get like all 3 games on the website, for, like $40.
Yeah, the triple threat.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and like we carry these with us. Again, they're just small little boxes, and they're nice. They're great in between games if you're waiting for
Yeah.
an event. Everything about Fight in a Box games, like they're really easy to teach people. Like,
Yeah, there's another chapter in my autobiography called "Let Me Be Your Filler." You never have to be embarrassed about that.
So on top,
never have to be
real
embarrassed
quick,
about
on
that.
top of having these nice pickup games, my pops had to go for the bling. Oh hell yeah! This weekend and get a nice playmat for the game.
Which he'll bring, since these games are designed to be played in bars, he'll bring that to every bar with him.
All right, let's talk a
That's very
little
nice.
bit about that mat. So, Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber is the most overproduced $13.50 in the history of gaming.
It has a lore.
It does. It has a lore. It has a prequel comic strip, okay, called The Adventures of Kaiser Cucumber. It has 2 solo modes, a solo campaign mode. It's also a puzzle, and that is a companion piece to the micro RPG.
Okay. So we heard about it a little bit on the last show.
Oh no! Wait! We're not even done.
But wait, there's more.
There's a motion comic for people who can't read, and there's an art novella.
Why do you think I can't
An
read?
art novella. Because you're too drunk.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
not that
That's
We're
fair.
not
That's
that
fair.
drunk. We're not that. No, the art novella is proof that I will just load up a Viking ship filled with cash, set myself on fire, and drop on it like in glorious fashion. I obviously do not care about money. It is the glory that I care about. We only made 65 total of them, and they are a love letter to our fans and the people who helped to thank you. It's crazy. It is the most beautiful object I have ever gotten to participate in making.
That's wonderful.
No, it's great. It's crazy. But yes, no one should make it. It's like an insane thing. No one should have put this as part of the thing that they were making.
They said it couldn't be done, and he was like, nay, I shall make the thing.
Get out of my bedroom, Travis. Get out of my bedroom.
And again, it is like, I have not seen, any of these smaller pickup games or these quick 15-minute games that both are accessible to everybody and yet have, again, just a crazy amount you can bite into.
Yeah.
There's nobody else who has done it.
Oh my God.
And I will say,
I'm going to so get in trouble with Sovereignty. They're very family friendly, by the way. And I'm wearing their brand into your interview. I'm like, oh my
you could have just
God.
not said anything, and it would have been okay.
Hey, you can't see it. You can't see
To
it.
pull back a little bit, so what is Sovereignty?
Sovereignty is an entire board game library in one app.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 20 titles, and it's free to sign up, and they always have something on rotation to play.
Okay.
It's amazing. It is the best place to play the titles that are on it, hands down. If you've ever done like Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, you know that it requires you to do a lot of things, plus know the game. Sovereignty takes care of all that. Larry, you could be as drunk as you want and play on Sovereignty.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, absolutely.
Totally want
it would
that.
tell everybody it's your turn and that they're waiting for, so they know who to yell at. And you can't cheat. It will just make sure that you play technically.
Well, what's the point then?
And then it will do all the math for you. It'll do all the adding.
Oh,
set
that's
up scoring.
excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, seriously.
Like Larry's doing like a mind column here. He's like pros. He's like, oh, okay, I can play as drunk as I want. Oh, it's gonna do all the work for me. Cons, I can't cheat.
Yeah, and they're about the same size for Larry at this point. Yes.
Oh, I get yelled at for being late.
So,
Yeah.
what is there anything specific that like kind of brought you to Sovereignty? I mean, obviously it's really nice that you can.
All right, I'm going to turn this really quickly now. We're going to take 2 seconds in Downerland. Can I do 2 seconds in Downerland?
You can do whatever you want.
No, Tom.
This
I'm
is
gonna
the
ask.
Seppy Show featuring guys, games, and beer.
My life super duper tanked in 2018, and then really tanked in 2020. No, actually 2018 was worse, but whatever. In 2020, it's over the one on. And so, Mouse Cheese is creative therapy, right? And as I'm pulling my life together, my business partner Bob let me live in his house for 8 months, getting ready for this Kickstarter. And when I was doing it, Sovereignty was like, "Hey, do you want to like put in hours with us so you can pull your life back together?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." And so I did, and so and so they helped me, like they put it on their platform, our Kickstarter. They've been amazing to me this entire time.
Okay, so I'm going to make a quick off-screen comment. They do a great job porting that stuff over too.
Yeah, we played Mouse Cheese on the show here. We can check it on our last episode. We'll make sure to link to that
Yeah,
on this
I was
one.
trying to
But,
figure out what their model is then. Like, so it's free to join or whatever. Like, is there a donation model or
Right now, it's early access, so
Okay.
they're really just interested in people playing.
Okay.
As everything hammers out, they have a lot of great titles. They have the rights to coming up, which is great. I can't talk anything about that. But if you have ever played their Isle of Cats convert, which just came out, next month is going to be Isle of Cats month, you should totally hook that shit up. That's great. Ultimately, it would be like the Netflix of board games.
Oh, okay, sure.
I have a
this
subscription
concept,
to this library of games. I have access to all these games,
Right.
and they're not filling my house so much that my wife asks me, "Do you have a mistress?" No, I have a board game collection in the next house because I'm tired of you yelling at me, bitch.
Do they have an AI component for it?
No, but they're solo games.
Okay.
Right now, like they don't have matchmaking, they don't have AIs yet, but they do have
Okay.
solo games, so games that have that stuff built in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had Mouse Cheese deliver early. You're kind of developing out that world. Are you going to continue working in that world to kind of develop your next stuff? Or
We love the Mouse Cheese universe.
It's a very interesting.
I already paid for the artwork.
The micro RPG, in syphilis. The micro RPG is fantastic, and if people like it, we'll do more. It actually uses the tiles in the game as part of the mechanic.
Nice.
It's great. Yeah, no, it's super good. And we're excited about future titles as well. So we're trying to figure out what is the right title considering the freight situation of the universe. Like, I can't do that to my fans. After delivering early 4 projects in a row, suddenly freight happens. Right? And I'm not going to do that to them. Do you know how hard it was to smuggle each one of those individual copies of Mouse Cheese in the United States? No, I totally didn't do that. But I thought about it.
Took way more than a minute.
Just saying. That being said, we're probably going to do maybe a processing mini expansion. Probably would happen. Something to push the game to be more Euro. Okay. Which that's talk. We have End of the Line is might be our next big box game. We're working on a project called End of the Line Self Checkout.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
give us the quick elevator pitch on that one.
It is all of the things in End of the Line. Have you played End of the Line?
Yes.
Okay, it's all the things in End of the Line, but meaner and in 45 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and then the last one, of course, that we're working on, which is going to be Interstellar, which is Conquest Princess.
Okay.
It's going to be co-op.
All right.
Don't believe it or not, I made a co-op game, Larry.
Yeah,
and it's not
I
just
love
the
good
syphilis
co-op.
passing around co-op thing either.
It just keeps giving.
Superfluous. All right. Any other questions?
No, do you guys have any other?
No, I'm good.
Real quick. Yeah, real
What?
quick.
I think the disembodied head has some questions.
I know. Okay. No,
yeah.
real quick. Again, we've been talking about Fight in a Box games. There's stuff available online. If people are looking to check out what you guys are about, where can they find you?
Findinbox.com. You can shop everywhere. If you're a retailer and you're like, I can't get any games, I'm sold through the Mouse Cheeses. You can still get them for Christmas for your shenanigans. You should definitely try to check us out.
And again, I'd highly recommend. They're great, low price, low investment, low risk. Like, they're great games. They're easy to teach people. We have a lot of fun with them. You have the chance to play them online on Cervani. Like, yeah. Hedgehog Hop.
Yeah, Hedgehog Dance Party. Yeah, absolutely. And also, the reviews for Mouse Cheese are legit. Not just because I get all fabulous for your show. Everybody went crazy for Mouse Cheese. It is a fantastic game.
It is. It really is.
And I was very self-disparaging on my titles. Yeah. They're great too, but Mouse Cheese is legit.
It's silly, it's fun, it's fun to watch pan out, and again, they're quick, fun matches. It's a game you can teach anybody in 5-10 minutes and get going.
Yeah, but their brain will melt.
Yeah. It's easy to pick up, hard to master.
Yeah,
so, and
that's
those
a
are
good
some
sweet
of my
spot.
favorites. Ones that you don't have to know a lot of rules, but you have to think hard. I like that.
As always, Seppy, thank you so much for
What?
being on the show.
I love coming here. I have missed not getting to see you guys.
We missed you.
Aww.
It's good to see you in person.
Absolutely.
I got to refill. I'm disappointed we finished this interview. So I guess it's time for us to take a beer break. We're here again at GameHole 8 in 2021 here at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin. Keep checking us out. We'll be posting some more stuff throughout the weekend. Thank you so much.
Guys, Games, and Beer.
Hi, I'm Rob with Guys, Games, and Beer.
And I am Brian the Baron.
And
I'm here with
Travis here with Guys, Games, and Beer. And we are here with...
I'm wondering, is Brian got a Zeppelin, or is he just happy to see me? Oh, I'm Seppy. I'm sorry. I'm very confused.
He's got the Led Zeppelin. It will go over like a Led Zeppelin.
We can talk about later. But this is a mat that we picked up from Fight in a Box Games, and we're here with Seppy from Fight in a Box Games to talk about his new projects coming up, or the products that did come out, and were delivered to us as Kickstarter backers a little early. So
they did. That's true. 100%. It kickstarted February, March. It delivered a month early on its Kickstarter promise. That happened.
That's awesome, especially in this time.
Who didn't put in his address? Who didn't confirm his address? And you had to wait.
Yeah, you had to wait a little bit. That's true.
So we obviously did some Kickstarting, but Pops had to pick up this extra fancy game board to go with it this weekend because we really are enjoying Mouse Cheese. So Cat Cucumber.
Yeah, Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber. Absolutely.
So yeah, basically this is the deluxe edition play match that goes with it. We played this on our show. Because of the pandemic, they actually have a virtual version of it.
Yeah,
don't they?
on Sovereignty.
on
Absolutely.
Sovereignty.
It's super good. Yeah.
Nice. So we did an episode with Seppy over here, and now we get to enjoy him and have him here at the con with us.
Yeah.
Isn't that most exciting? So since the last time we played, like, kind of what's been new? How's the Kickstarter been? How's the delivery been?
Well, I'm sort of interested. I hadn't seen Rob in forever. Like, what's up with all you? The Kickstarter was a surreal experience. I had some life-changing experiences, but I'm like...
life-changing? Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Can I
We can get personal. Yeah,
Can we?
Like, this Guys Games and
This
Beer.
is the Seppy show with
Yeah.
featuring Guys, Games, and Beer.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's kind of downer.
It's okay.
I mean, I've heard
have you
that-
seen our show?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
to
okay.
be honest, yeah.
I'm a little sad after watching
You know
it too.
that
So
suicide rates actually rise after people watch the show.
Whoa. That might explain
That's not
some of
funny.
this.
Don't laugh at
Well,
that.
I don't. This is the first time I think I've told an audience this, but Rob. I'm a heterosexual now.
What?
what?
Yeah, like that. The 5 decades of like oral with strangers. That was all a lie.
That's the strangest thing I've ever heard.
No, it's true. I had this really introverted moment with the flying spaghetti monster who told me I needed to straighten out my noodle because he didn't know my white sauce to make more converts.
Were there any meatballs involved?
Oh my God, maybe there has been.
Yeah. They do that.
You guys all walked away. Come on now. You come on now.
Did you see the shock? What do you mean? How'd that happen? I was going to ask you if you went to Christian camp.
Oh no. We did this interview. Oh my God.
Wait, here.
Oh my God.
I'm going to take that from you, and I'm going to take care
Steady.
of it. I feel bad.
We did this interview already with Larry. They asked me if I'd come back, and I only said I'd do it if I could do this to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
that's
you
fair
go.
enough. I was really... What I got to say about this?
No, I know Tom wanted me to do that to you a little bit longer, but you know, yeah.
We can only keep him waiting with anticipation
Yeah,
for so
for
long.
Hold on.
Just gonna...
I got you.
Just gonna... Here, I got you, man. I got you.
Oh my God, you think all that 5 decades of dicks is going
Ah,
to waste?
oh,
Oh my
see,
God, I
this is
finally perfected my technique. Come
This,
on
this
now.
almost became a completely different interview. Like, how exactly does that happen?
You know, Flying Spaghetti Monster works in a lot of ways, Rob.
You know, people switch the other team all the time.
Yeah,
So that could-
no.
So could it happen the other
Nah,
way? Could it
people-
be like, come to find out, I was just in the
It's like this-
lifestyle, and I
no,
just...
all right. There is a sexuality of people who actually do flip. Ambisexuals.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. that
There's a
happens.
group of
That
them, and I
happens,
do
yeah,
not
sure.
want to in any way disparage or whatever the things that those guys do. So there are
Right.
ambisexuals, but you know, like who can you can be me and then suddenly be no,
Ambisexual, does that mean
yeah.
they use, like, all their arms?
No, my God, no, my God. So the first time, I'm divorced now, but the first time my ex-husband went to see my in-laws after we got married, they ambushed him with "Pray the Gay Away"
They
pamphlets. Oh yeah, for one of those places where he's supposed to shock his nuts to become straight. Oh my God, this is a thing that happens. It is tragic.
Well,
So, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, it's a thing. So,
Some
yeah.
people are
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah, some people are not good. Yeah.
that is...
Bummer.
that's... You don't go to somebody's party, and just...
Yeah, no, that was Thanksgiving. Like, thanks for the turkey, Mom. And the corrective therapy. Woo! Pass the gravy.
The worst is it wasn't your parent. It wasn't his parents. It's like that's like.
Oh no, they don't. They did not let me show up. They're like, because I don't do holidays. I'm like, no. Can you imagine? Like the train wreck that is me at somebody's.
I'm
Yeah,
just
like seriously.
I'm just like imagining like you're going to meet like your
As we
significant
covered
other's
in-
parents, and they're like,
I will
hey,
say,
by
you
the
are
way,
always welcome at any of our family
That's right.
You are always.
Aw,
and we
so
will.
nice.
I mean, Yeah, we'll give you beer pamphlets,
Rob,
but
no. Look, seriously, Rob, we already covered
But so we
that.
can laugh at them
There's
together.
no
Yes.
universe where I can go meatless. There's just no.
did you say
There's
meatless?
just-
Did you say meatless?
no, I did not do that. What are you
I think I saw
insinuating,
meatless.
Rob?
I think I saw
don't
meatless.
understand. I'm a vegetarian.
I
Because
wish we
that
had another
makes-
camera, Amy, because everybody in the.
That's right. A little.
Thank you very much.
I'm not saying vegetarians taste better, but vegetarians taste better.
Like you said yesterday, it's all that pineapple.
The more you know.
You know, if you care. If you care. Pineapple. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought it was.
Very
We're
few
just
people.
teaching life
You
lessons
care.
here.
Very few people admit to have taste tested.
We're on our way.
I love the way that you looked over and said,
Yeah,
"Does it
it's-
taste
yeah.
better?"
It's 2021. Just have
You
fun.
care.
So
Well, that's a pretty typical.
obviously,
episode.
since
Yeah, sorry about that.
we've bamboozled Rob.
Yeah,
thinking
this
that
is
might have actually
entirely-
been an interview.
We wanted, this is just.
We could really
I
just
had
talk about
so
anything
many
we want.
questions.
like,
I had
seriously.
so many questions.
This is just the.
that they're all out the window now.
Absolutely.
They're all out the window.
You could call this the cream sauce special episode. White sauce for everybody.
Also, I just want to note this is like your fourth time on, or it's going to be your fifth time on the
Oh
show.
my God, what is
Considering
wrong with us?
We've done. I mean, this is twice this year.
I
Watch
know,
as
my
Travis
God.
tries to derail it from the whole. Watch as
What?
Travis.
No, he's
watch as
started
Travis
actually trying to make
run
a
for that.
conversation.
like,
Yeah, he's
Travis
trying to,
actually
like,
did
bring
this.
it back on
All right,
for
yeah,
us.
okay,
All
I'll
right,
stop
fine.
being Larry.
No.
What are we talking about?
So I mean, obviously, you are the MVP of GTB guest.
Oh,
Yes,
no, that's not true.
that is true.
That's not true.
No, you got the pin.
Oh my gosh. No, like Brian, like he took this stuff seriously. You guys ambushed out of him with me. Like, what the hell are you guys thinking? Like, woo!
So the one thing we didn't talk about is so now you're here demoing here at GameHole Con. Is there any
Yep.
shows you have planned for the immediate future?
Yeah, I'm gonna do PAX Unplugged.
Paxel, hell yeah.
Yeah. Have you all been?
I've not been, but I've watched plenty
How-
of footage.
have you
They
done
keep
any?
sending us stuff like, "Come to PAX."
Yeah, no. Have you done
You'd be welcome
any
to
of the
PAX.
PAXs?
No, they always send us like email like, "Come to PAX."
Yeah, you should think
You're
about
gonna
that.
have a
Like,
great time at
PAX is an interesting audience because, computer games bridge the gap between muggles and gamers. Like, there are a lot more computer gamers than are board gamers and role-playing games. And PAX, it's this onrush of fresh people with fresh eyes, and they get really excited about stuff. It's awesome. I love Unplugged.
Are you
Unplugged is
excited
great.
about stuff?
I'm an audience, like, everybody knows their gamer friend who got jaded about this, whatever, and it shakes things up, all in all seriousness, I had a horrible 2020, and it made me realize what's most important is connecting people,
No, that's true.
okay? And games connect people.
And that's
so it is a really good idea to go to a place where you can help a person out and they might find their game or they might find their tribe. It's great. I mean, the best thing about making games is the fact that you get to be around gaming people and people who make games, and it's really, really, really good.
Well, that's true.
Like, I could not have gotten this whole spaghetti monster thing to fly if Tom had not encouraged me to make that happen.
Tom is the devil.
He is the devil.
devil.
It's true.
He's
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah, if we get a chance to literally
got-
or figuratively stick it to
He's
Rob,
got spaghetti coming out of his
we'll get
chest.
on it.
Yeah, we should.
So you're still really upset about the whole flamingos on the lawn thing, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't yell at him. He just works here.
that's the thing. Yeah, but yes, PAX Unplugged. PAX Unplugged is
Okay,
coming
see,
up.
you could have just done it to
No,
yourself.
but I
think
drank
we're
it all. I
okay.
was an adult. PAX Unplugged is coming up, and then the beginning of the year gets really exciting for me. But I'm also going to Warfare Weekend in St. Louis in 2 weeks.
Never heard of that.
Oh my God, no! I have been to so many conventions in so few weeks. I think it's going to be 5 conventions, 11 weeks.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot for a pandemic. Yeah, I moved 3 times during the pandemic. That was a lot. Yeah.
Well, again, I
No,
hope
I was in 3 different houses. Yeah.
I hope again, you bring so much light to us here
Aw.
at GameHole Con. We enjoy hanging out with you. We love playing your games.
You cannot wrap it up before we talk about
I will
games.
not.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
not.
But it
But
sounded
I'm
like a
just saying-
wrap up.
I'm just saying.
All right.
If we get a chance to have this awesomeness, like if he's in your area, you got to go check out one of the cons Seppy and find a boxer at.
That's true.
It just has to be done.
I do love to give a demo. It's true. I do. Okay. So, Rob, you had all these questions.
Let's
what
talk
are
about-
some of these questions?
I mean, it's been derailed now. We're
What?
going to talk
Yeah.
about cucumbers.
You want to
here.
talk about my cucumber? All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna talk about
All right. So, The Adventures of Kaiser Cucumber is the prequel to this Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber, the most overproduced $13.50 in the history of gaming.
That's probably true.
No, it is absolutely. It's got a prequel comic strip. It's got an art novella. It's also a puzzle. It's got 2 solo modes. It's got a solo campaign mode. It's got a micro RPG. Did I miss anything?
And it's way less expensive than a movie.
If there is, I can't think of it.
No, it's a lot of stuff. It was creative therapy, and I just went all in. The art novella in particular is a love letter to our fans. Like, if anybody had one, you'll realize it's sort of an insane object. Yeah.
That's insane.
It comes wrapped in meat wrapping paper and wax sealed in twine.
Yes, because it's shipped from Russia.
Yes, very nice.
With love. It was legally smuggled over the border, as we talked about yesterday.
No, we're not talking about the smuggling of.
Yeah, that's how they got here so quickly.
Yeah, so quickly,
Right.
so fast. Okay.
So,
Yes, Rob.
Wow. Really? I'm in charge of keeping this on track?
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Everybody voted and thought you would be the most awkward.
/ Rob can take any of the heat for any poor decisions we make.
And this is all going to be cut up into weird segments anyway, you know.
No, I told you I gave up on editing.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Duct tape them
I got
two
mad
together.
Like 3 years ago and said, fuck this, I'm
yeah.
done editing.
No,
all this
editing
shit."
is so good, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so
All right,
let's
so-
get back on it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last Kickstarter, okay?
Yeah,
So
Kickstarter was a
you-
success.
You murdered that Kickstarter.
I tried to. Yes. It
That's
was really good.
absolutely. So, hardest thing about doing a Kickstarter. You know, this isn't your first rodeo.
No, we have 5 titles, 4 Kickstarters, End of the Line, Processing, Hedgehog Cop. Yeah, and then we had 1 failed one in there, yeah. Hardest thing about Kickstarters right now is there's so much content, you guys know, being produced by so many people that is awesome and passion projects and so forth and whatnot. But on top of that, then there's all this extra garbage. And then on top of that, there are awesome people making awesome things. And so getting your stuff, and there's a very limited channel for that. You know, and we pushed our Kickstarter back because the election made everybody exhausted from Facebook.
Jesus,
right?
yeah, I didn't want to go on it.
So the hardest thing about a Kickstarter is getting somebody's attention and getting them to engage.
Oh, yeah.
Flat out.
But you did murder it. I mean,
Yes, we
nailed
did.
that one.
There was again, down earlier, there was a super secret probation Kickstarter. If we did not do as well as it did, I would have folded up fighting a box.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was make or break for us. And everybody came through. You guys were fun. Yay! Yay! Happy Ascendant.
I was going to say, because processing killed too, right?
Processing did pretty well, but where we were with our whatever, and then the pandemic squashed processing, right? Normally we make our make it all happen in the retail release. Well, nobody really wanted a party game like April Before Last, right?
I guess, yeah.
That was not like, oh, hey. And guess what? That's also when we had kickstarted our expansion to End the Line. Guess what? At the beginning of the pandemic, people don't think games about the world ending are funny.
Odd idea.
Crazy.
Weird. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Those people are wrong.
Those
Who the
people.
funk?
Yeah. And so, number 2, self-editing.
Self-editing.
Yeah, number one.
Just stay out
is
of it.
getting in front of people. And so number 2, the hardest thing is probably self-editing.
You don't need to do that on Guys Games and Beer, by the way. There's no self-editing going on here.
Okay. All right. So does that answer your question?
That did answer that.
Yeah. The spaghetti monster also says we have answered the question. Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
He's big.
Yep.
It's a
Okay.
big spaghetti
That
monster.
flying spaghetti monster. Yeah.
Awesome. Next question. I think the Kickstarter went pretty well. How do you keep costs down? By the way, the price on this was insane.
It is really cheap. Yep. It's basically as much game as you can put in a tiny box as possible.
So the idea. So is it the smaller box size that makes it so affordable?
There's, you've all gotten boxes that have so much emptiness in them, or if it's the Gloomhaven box, it is just solid brick of cards, right? Imagine the Gloomhaven box is super tiny. That's how much Gloomhaven would cost.
I heard that Gloomhaven actually reduced 30% of our tropical rainforests in the last 2 years.
Wow, that is worth it. Yeah.
That's
I read it on the internet once.
Yeah, I wrote it down actually, and then I read it.
It's got to be true. It's got to be true. Yeah.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. No. So.
You're just riding this one, aren't you? You're just like.
What?
No. It's $13.50, but it's 36 supersized cards and a set of instructions. Any amount of gameplay can fit into that if you really, really are a sad person and have nothing else to do.
I put all my sadness in the box.
I put all my sanity points into this box. Please buy it.
Sanity points.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sitting right there.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I will say, and we've had fun playing this weekend. We've had fun playing it online when we don't get a chance to sit in person. Like, it's you can buy like a pack of travel-sized games for $40.
Yep.
They're great. They're great games that most people you can teach in 5 minutes. They're great games for in between when you're waiting for something. They're fun games easy to learn, hard to master. Like, I can't
Put
say
it in
more.
your
We
put it in your pocket.
And we talked
that's the
about
best part.
Thanksgiving. You need a break from talking about the traffic and weather with your muggle
Yeah.
We're getting
in-laws.
converted.
Yeah, by the spaghetti monster. Yeah, you can only talk about voltage to your sack for so long before you need a game to come out and save you.
We can fix you with some voltage to your sack.
Oh, you've had that
Guys,
conversation.
games and beer. Voltage to the sack.
This is Tom is like, no. No.
He likes it.
It's
the path
he
he took
protests
us down.
too
Yeah, he
much.
did. He made this happen. He made this happen.
Well, hey, won't be the first or last time I made something happen.
All right. It was singularly his decision, and none of us had anything to do with it.
Yes, that's right. No responsibility.
I will gladly.
I was held
He
at
made
gunpoint.
it happen.
That's true.
I'm gonna fall on this sword, guys.
No.
Well, not the first time.
Not the first
So, what is coming next?
We're trying to figure that out because of freight is world fucked.
Yeah,
Right,
I heard
and
that.
so we've delivered early on all our Kickstarters, and so we would feel like it's a weird betrayal of our fans if we just started suddenly gambling and said, hey, let's be like everybody else. You're going to get it when you're going to get it. And I really should not say that. Like, a lot of my friends are suffering a lot because they're trying to get this stuff to their fans, and it's horrible for everybody. But we don't think it's fair to do a Kickstarter in that environment. So
It's hard, right?
we're going to try to pick something that we think we can deliver on, and we'll have to look at, well, what does it look like if we make it domestically? Is it a retail only, whatever? Is it straight from our side? We've got to sort of figure that out in the short term. But the projects we are working on are a mini expansion to processing, a reboot of End of the Line called End of the Line Self-Checkout, and our next big box game might probably be Conquest Princess.
Conquest Princess.
But yeah, it's our co-op game. It's fantastic. If you get a chance to play test our prototype for it, it is cuckoo bananas.
That is
It
my kind of thing.
is cuckoo banana. It is great. Yeah, you don't think a co-op game should come from us, but if you played any of our games, you know losing is fun.
Or you think you're gonna win and then you lose and then you flip the table and
You had a rough day, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did have a rough day.
But
I got my ass kicked like right at the beginning.
Yeah, I've been a big fat loser at board games this weekend, but I'm still having a great time.
Yay!
We all got wiped out.
Yay!
Love board games. All right, so we want more Fight in the Box. Where do you go?
Findthebox.com.
Bet there's a link. Bet there's a bet if you go.
If you just looked a little down.
You go right down there.
Yes.
Is it on the socials?
Yes. I'm all right. I just started TikToking, and you get to see two types of things on my TikToks. Fans only and TikTok is different, Tom.
Okay, good.
Yeah, my TikToks are board game inspirational walks, because if you've ever been to Minneapolis, there is actually a park every square mile by city charter.
All right.
And so there's some crazy places. The Iron Throne, I visited, there's an actual copy of the Iron Throne that AT&T gave away during a contest, and it is in my neighborhood. So if you want to go see one of the TikToks of me sitting in the Iron Throne saying, ooh, this is nice, how comfy.
How did AT&T get that?
Yeah, they did.
That is
it was a contest.
Iron Throne by AT&T.
Yeah. And then some other places, you're like, why is this in the city limits? I thought this city was setting itself on fire. No, the Tourist Bureau from Minneapolis should really just like follow my TikToks. All these inspirational. It's all bridges and ice cream and more bridges. So that's one thing you get. And also, because I deliver early on my Kickstarter promise, I'm doing the rudiments of project management 101 for people who are interested in what it's up against in Kickstarter.
All right.
So it's project management 101.
You got
Yeah.
yourself some Trello board?
Yeah, yes, I do. I do have some Trello board in it. But yeah, so the last segment was putting it on the calendar. We talk about the 21 weeks you should plan for between getting it to your backers and after it's done printing in China.
Exciting.
Yeah, in a minute. I did it all in a minute.
Stuff people need.
I did it all in a minute. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's weird.
Can't get a commercial in there though.
No, the spaghetti monster may have whispered in my ear, but yeah.
Don't make it commercial.
Yeah, straighten my noodle. Straighten your noodle out. Yes.
Well, yet again, you've watched another interview with Guys, Games, and Beer with Seppy.
Hey.
If you want to hear more of Seppy's personal life, check
No one ever wants to do that. Yeah, we want people to watch this stuff, Rob. Yes, please ignore me on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these things.
It's Seppy.
That's
it.
Oh.
And not
Just for the
apparently.
record, I'm half Korean. Half of Korea's on TikTok too. It's fine. It's true. Like Squid Game, there's a reason. Right. And so many people have asked me, have you seen Squid Game? I lived Squid Game.
We'll do that off the air. Thanks for watching Guys, Games, and Beer. More to come.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
I'm sorry to
What do you
bring
need?